This time on Kawaii-Fi Radio, we talk anime crossovers.
It's the anime MCU.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you about the Naruto initiative.
God, no! We pick our own actors for a live-action One Punch Man.
I was picturing the kid who did Monkey D. Luffy as Genos in my head when you said that. It's like, I mean, that's weird, but...
Yes!
And we talk about the Spy X Family Code White movie.
Anya accidentally eats a chocolate and...
That chocolate turns out to be rather important.
And then Anya has to poop, but mustn't.
Or it will end the world. Weirdly, that's not wrong.
It's over 9,000!
NANI?!
Configure the language logic interface for Japanese.
Kawaii-Fi!
Kawaii-Fi.
Kawaii-Fi Radio!
Konnichiwa and welcome. You're tuned in to Kawaii-Fi Radio, the podcast we dive into the world of anime and manga and Japanese otaku culture. I'm Kyle, and with me is a pair of chuckleheads. We've got Aaron and Kenny. And on remote, we've got Tifa. Hello, friend.
Hi!
This episode, Spy X Family Code White, is out.
Woohoo!
We've all seen it.
It was fun.
We've all become
Oh, yeah. Yes, we have.
Bathroom deities,
Wait,
if you will.
You have... What?
He has. He saw it before us. That's why he knows what he's cosplaying next. And Tifa, you got to see it at the preview screening. So we've all
Yes.
seen it. We all have thoughts. They're generally good.
She forgot to go to previews because she's all famous and special.
Lives in Melbourne.
Celebrity.
Celebrity.
Fancy little guy.
Now, if you are new to the podcast, welcome. Buttons, click them, subscribe, join us. Plenty of stuff going on there. Plus Patreon if you want to support us.
Fight us in the comments about anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Just fight Kenny. He's up for it. But let's start off with what we've been watching because it's been a massive new season.
Yeah.
I have no idea how old I am or where I came from.
Nani? Ohio!
Hang time! I gotta go!
I have to know! Hooray! I did the thing!
Oni-chan, nani wo miru? What we're watching. Look, you can keep pointing at Tifa on the camera and pretend you're not talking, but it's not going to work.
No, I was telling Kenny there's a camera.
Oh, yeah. He looks at the screen instead of the camera.
No, the things he was doing.
Well, the good news is that no one saw that because I cut it out.
There's just like a big Kawaii-Fi logo between the
I
transitions.
mean, we still do the little animated stings
We
between.
do.
Good.
Oh,
Just have a
okay.
little koala that has the sign and says what happened.
Hey, if you want to know what we were doing off camera,
No.
sign up to the Patreon. Give
Okay.
us monies.
Now, cool. Let's bring it down a level because we need to talk about what we've watched the past fortnight. And Tifa, you've been revisiting something because it's also got a film coming out.
Yes, I've been watching Haiku because the new movie Haiku, the Dumpster Battle, comes out next month.
What a name! What a name!
Dumpster
Yeah.
fire. So it's turned into a romance anime. Okay.
I mean, it is a sports anime, so technically they're the same, right?
I mean, it's domestic. Yeah. Domestic dumpster fire makes sense. Yeah. All right. So, how is it revisiting it? Because obviously, like the original series is what almost 10 years ago now.
oh, I guess so. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Haiku is now.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's still enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, it's still really good. It still holds up really well. The dynamics between each of the characters is obviously really great and a lot of fun to watch. And the animation is really good and just gets better as you go along. So it's a fun time. It's a good rewatch.
And I mean, its popularity can't be understated. Like,
No.
the amount of hype this gets online and... Like, the second it was announced, this new movie is just a lot of, forums and boards just lit up going, yes!
Yeah.
It's an
I mean,
institution in Japan.
Yeah, during the Olympics, instead of having all the volleyball players that are going to the Olympics up on posters in Japan, they had haiku posters. So the captain was on one of them, the actual Japanese captain of their volleyball team, but the other ones had all of the haiku characters. That's just how much they love it. They were like, yeah, the haiku team, they're going to the
And
Olympics.
didn't all of
yeah.
the volleyball teams start doing haiku-related things
Yeah.
as part of the
Yeah.
competition?
I mean, that's been happening a lot more at the Olympics. You see players from all over the world doing little poses, whether it's from Dragon Ball or Naruto and stuff like that. It's kind of surprising.
Well, it's funny you say that, actually. So there's my family being, some of the family being from the UK. They obviously watch football/soccer, and one of the players on our team, they came over from the US, and whenever he used to score a goal, if his mate had passed him the ball, they'd do the fusion dance. So I was like,
cute.
okay, I like him.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, I mean, the film's coming out. It's going to be pretty good. It's like in the next month, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, May 30th.
May 30th.
Oh, wow. I thought we'd have to wait a while because it only just came out in Japan.
Mm-hmm. No, they know they've got to capitalize on that hype.
Okay.
So, yeah. Aaron, you've also been delving into the back catalogue. What is Shinsekai Yori? So from the New World.
So basically, it's this series set in the future, but everything's sort of gone backwards a bit. It follows these kids who have psychokinetic powers, just referred to as powers, and they're getting trained at a school to sort of harness these powers. But you notice, if you pay close attention, some of the kids start vanishing and nobody really seems to notice.
Ooh. I think I remember watching like the first episode, and it starts with like...
Just massacres
Yeah.
set in modern day Japan.
Yeah.
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 Delightful.
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of the backstory of it. It touches on that for the first few episodes, and then it goes, oh, that was our history. It was lots of bloodshed until they figured out, like, if they changed the way we thought and sort of implemented these new methods into humans to sort of stop them from killing other humans because it was such a big problem, we could actually survive as a society and these people become peaceful and everything would be okay.
Interesting.
But it's the people who don't show restraint that start to vanish.
I mean, that checks out, doesn't it? It is a new world. Everything is horrifying and great.
Yeah, it's 25 episodes, but it's an interesting ride.
Might need to revisit that.
Ken, you, for some reason, you and I will never see eye to eye on this. And that's okay, because we need the diversity of opinions in a podcast and a show. So, Bartender, Glass of God.
Yes.
Why?
It's okay, like, you know how you watch those like educational cooking animes?
Actually, wow, this suddenly makes a lot of sense.
Oh, really? That's all it took?
For you, yeah.
Okay, but yes, it's along those lines. It's kind of a how-to guide of bartending and the drink.
Yeah, now it makes perfect sense for you.
Okay,
yeah.
here's the thing. Not the first anime we've seen along that genre.
No,
in fact,
no.
it started a massive conspiracy theory in my head of one of them.
Oh, yeah, because there was like the girls who were like having all the drinks.
Yeah, there was an anime basically about like professional women sort of like sharing an apartment building in Tokyo. And the anime focused strictly on their after-work hijinks of mixing drinks to sort of the after-work catharsis.
Yeah, and how to make like the best highball and
Exactly.
like tips and tricks for why the reason that they stir the ice in the glass and stuff like that.
And
it's like,
in one episode, it follows a girl. It's like, okay, so where did you learn to make this recipe or something along those lines? And she remembers meeting a girl at a dagashi shop in the middle of Japan.
traditional Japanese sweets.
Traditional Japanese sweets, and it's Haru from Dagashi Kashi.
Yeah.
It's so it's just like, my God, there's an anime interconnected universe.
It's the anime MCU.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you about the Naruto initiative.
God, no.
That
The
being
moon
said,
people.
Boruto manga is really good now.
The Boruto manga, yes.
The two
apparently-
spirals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard the TV show not so much.
No.
Well, the anime took so long to get through something that's just 3 to 10 chapters in the manga, and it took like 100 episodes.
What the hell?
Well, they're essentially in the Shippuden version of Boruto now. There's been a time skip. He's trained with Redacted.
Okay, but for all of the filler the original Naruto had, it never like dragged that much.
I disagree.
It did. You're forgetting.
Rewatch it, Kenny.
It's 300 episodes.
Maybe I've suppressed it, so
So
no.
original episode, original season had 300 episodes of filler?
No, 300 episodes total.
Total, yeah. But
Maker's ass.
but when you think about Shippuden, that was about 700 episodes. And the first 8 seasons don't have filler, and then you get seasons of filler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's...
Is that Curry of Life?
Well,
Oh, no,
that
that's
was
the original Naruto.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was filler. Original Naruto probably would have been, 150 episodes if you got rid of all the filler.
Well, there was also a lot of filler in Shippuden that was based off of the original Naruto.
Yeah,
Because they wanted to
flashbacks.
include Sasuke in a lot of it. They're like, oh, here's a mission where we went to a cat village that Itachi went to for Sasuke's sake.
Yeah, like, it's...
Yeah.
Anyway,
Where the hell were we?
Bartender Glass of God and how it ties into Dagashi Kashi, apparently.
The Naruto
How did we get
Initiative.
to that was my fault, but how did we get there?
Naruto Initiative, MCU.
But
anyway.
yeah, bartender, it's chill.
Is chill? Okay. Now, we will actually be doing a Dagashi Kashi episode coming up. So next episode is going to be Kill la Kill because it's 10-year anniversary. Yeah. But one after that...
You'll be there for that one, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
one after that is going to be Dagashi Kashi because we'll be celebrating that we have started a wonderful partnership with Tokyo Treat. So we'll get to share some candies with you. I've been watching Kaiju number 8. And it's good. It's actually really good. I don't know why he's the number 8 kaiju yet. I haven't watched episode 2 just yet. That's on my plans for this evening.
He's going to fight his way through the 7, and then the first one's going to be someone unexpected and super powerful. And
They're Ramona Flowers' 7 Evil Exes.
That's exactly what I was
Just thinking that.
if we're going to date, you may have to fight my 7 evil kaijus.
No, still exes.
Evil ex-kaijus.
You've got 7 evil ex-boyfriends? No, 7 evil exes. 7 evil ex-boyfriends? No, 7 evil ex-kaiju.
They return to human being, but when you fight them, they will become big and dangerous again. Now, Kaiju number 8
God
is...
damn monster lovers.
It's
Have you got your card?
Not yet.
So we've
that
got we've got only 2 episodes of this out at the moment. It's a shonen anime based on a manga. It's a lot of fun, very straightforward. World has kaijus in it. Guy is part of a cleanup crew, and his childhood friend, she's like a super amazing kaiju hunter. He gets involved in a incident and gets turned into a kaiju. And yeah, it's very goofy.
I wish it was that easy.
I want to fight Kong.
I want to turn into a kaiju.
But
Dude, same.
now, from memory, Haikyuu is all on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
From the New World.
I think it's on Netflix as well.
Yeah, from the New World.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll or Home Media. Bartender is Crunchyroll. Kaiju number 8, Crunchyroll as well. If you've been watching something interesting from the new season, let us know. We've still got a lot to talk about. This season's big. So, and some of the big hitters haven't even started properly yet. Like, My Hero Academia has 4 episodes basically recapping the previous 6 seasons.
Didn't Slime only just release its
Wow.
first episode of the new season? The previous ones were like recaps or fillers or whatever.
Yeah.
Recaps.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so a bit.
It's been a
disappointing, but
while.
It's been a hot minute. But either way, let us know in the comment section over on YouTube or on obviously socials. But
Tell me
let's-
to watch something more up to date and awesome in the comment section.
I mean, you're watching something that's airing right now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not really what everyone wants to see.
Look, there will be
I wanna
some
see
people
it.
who want to see it.
You wanna
Tifa
know?
wanted Hot Bartender Man.
You want to know what people are going to say if you say that?
Was it?
Go watch Danganronpa. Yeah, exactly. Don't open that, Kenny.
Fight me in the comments. I'll tell you why the hot bartender is better than the... What even was Danganronpa again?
Kawaii-Fi Radio.
We'll be there on time. There's 20 minutes of ads.
Cinema Club.
Only 17 minutes this time.
Yeah, it was quite good. It was quite good. We loved it. So let's talk Spy X Family Code White. It's in cinemas at the moment. Go watch it. It's good. All right, done. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Let's go get a beer.
Ooh, that's a bartender in ya. So Spy X Family Code White, it's a original film set in the Spy X Family universe. It follows on directly from the end of the previous season, but let's be honest, nothing really of consequence happens that will affect the
It's
main
an
story.
anime movie.
Yeah, exactly. but it's good.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
We probably got to give like a synopsis for people who haven't started watching Spy Family. I know a few. I've been telling them to watch it.
Well, then why aren't they watching it? Like, it's important.
It's because they're upset that Anya has a loving family and they don't.
I mean, didn't we make the joke that Spy X Family is technically shonen because it has a young boy fantasy in it that's a loving family?
It is shonen.
Because it has a
It is
loving
shonen. It has a shonen tag.
Yeah, I know.
Because having a loving family is the male fantasy, clearly.
Yeah, men only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
Hand holding. Look, it's censored by the microphone.
Just a bit of casual hand holding on screen here. So anyway, Spy X Family.
Nope. Forbidden love.
No protection.
Hey, Tifa.
Kenny, don't. Not like that.
Long distance. What?
Long distance hand holding.
Long distance?
Not like that. Different pose. Different pose.
No. Well, just hand down,
Oh,
please.
no.
Please. We do not want misunderstandings if people see things from the wrong angle.
I'm confused.
It's okay, Kenny. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah. So, Spy X Family is a story about a family of spies. No, I'm just kidding. Spy X Family is about, I guess you could call him the super secret agent. His name is Twilight. He goes by the name of Lloyd Forger in the series. And he is trying to ensure peace between his country as Westalis and Ostenia, the opposing country. There was a big war, and I guess you could kind of say they're in a Cold War state at the moment. Now, this sounds super serious. It is not. It is a comedy.
Yes, to do this, he has to basically make himself look like he's just a perfectly average family man. And so he sort of picks up a wife and kid.
Yeah.
Not in that order.
Not in that order, very, very separately. He picks up a child from an orphanage and they seem to hit it off.
And Anya is a psychic.
And so she can read his thoughts and knows he's actually a super secret spy. Mm-hmm. And then the wife, secretly an assassin. Mm-hmm. None of them, like, the adults are not aware of each other's situation at all. Anya is extremely aware of both of their situations at all times.
And they have a dog which can see the future.
Yeah, he was an experimental lab animal who's just sort of become their family pet, and Anya can read its mind and perceive future events.
Because of it, yeah.
It's clever. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It's a really beautifully done show. Mm-hmm. And like I think it's fair to say that everyone on the podcast loves it. So, you know, it's kind of just hit right where we wanted for all of us. It's
good,
comfy,
wholesome fun.
It's good fun. Nothing too dangerous in the grand scheme of things happens. We're not going to lose characters you love. At least not at this point in the story, is my understanding. I don't know what could happen later because it's still ongoing. But yeah, I haven't read the manga.
Anyone?
But yeah, Tifa might know, but we try to avoid spoilers on this show.
That smile says everything.
Everyone's dead, Dad.
Actually, as a case to how important this show is to the podcast, back when Tifa and I were working in the same building, we ordered bubble tea one night, but I was away. And so she drew a little Anya and wrote for Aaron, put it on my bubble tea, left it at my desk. I've still got that post-it note.
Aww, that's adorable.
That's so cute.
It's sitting on my desk.
Aww. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, this is a show which did definitely connect all of us, and it holds a special place in all of our hearts in a way. So, but the film Code White is, while it's technically, I guess, non-canonical, basically the story is that Anya is so Anya's going to this really fancy school, and it's part of Lloyd's plan so he can meet an important politician and, you know, get in his good books and learn about him
And prevent a war.
Prevent a war with it. And Anya needs to earn these like stars, which are called stellars, and if you get 10 of them, you can 8 of them. Yep. Tifa's got a
Hated
Stella. That's actually suitable, actually. Yeah, well done. Was that for baking a cake?
I have 3 of them. They keep giving me these at events, and I'm like, bro, I have so many. I'm gonna have 8 soon.
Then you're gonna have to ask them to fly you to the studio.
Yes, it's so in order to earn one of these stars, Anya must bake a dessert, which wins a competition. And Lloyd happens to know through his spy knowledge what the judge's favorite dessert is, and so they have to travel abroad, find the recipe for this thing, and give it a try.
But of course, when they go up there, everything goes sideways because, of course, it does. The military are being dodgy. There's, intrigue.
Anya accidentally eats a chocolate, and
that chocolate turns out to be rather important.
And then Anya has to poop, but mustn't.
Yes.
Yeah, we explain that to someone. It's like, this is the plot of the movie. Anya has to poop, but must not, or it will end the world. Weirdly, that's not wrong.
It's not, actually. Yeah. It's weird. It's great. And the animation budget clearly gets thrown at all of these toilet scenes, if you will.
Not in that way.
Not in that way, no. This isn't like someone sending you a before and after picture of the toilet bowl.
Basically, Anya has
Can we do that?
No.
Oh.
Anya has a hallucinatory scene.
Yeah.
And all of the animation budget is thrown at that.
And then immediately afterwards, like the scene directly afterwards, they've clearly purposely made the animation a bit blocky and cheesy for the sake of
it's
the
like
contrast.
It's a chase scene between hallways, like ye old Scooby-Doo. And yeah, the animation budget slows right down for it, and you're just like, okay, that's hilarious and stuff. And then it goes right back to another Anya hallucination scene. It's just like, what the hell? Who is making these decisions? I mean, I approve, but what the heck?
Yeah, I approve of it. So like, I don't know why you're complaining. It's great.
It's silly, though.
Have you ever needed to poop so bad you saw the god of pooping and he opened up his garden for you? That's what it's like to drive the new Ford F-150.
Whatever happened to Five Gum?
There's a whole documentary sort of style video on YouTube that someone did talking about how Five Gum had absolutely nailed their branding, and then someone new came in at Wrigley's and were like, I want to have my impact, and ruined it, which is classic.
Aww.
Yeah, that's every franchise.
Everything. So Spy X Family Code White animation studio is Wit Studio and Cloverworks, which explains the really high animation quality. Both of them doing incredible work. So it's so good. It's so good.
I really like that this movie. I think if you haven't seen Spy Family, you can watch this movie because it kind of recaps basically what it's about in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think that if you were like, oh, I'm kind of interested, but I don't know if I want to watch the show, you can go and watch the movie first and then watch the show if you really want to, and then see like how you feel about it.
I'd call it a fine introduction. It doesn't really seem to spoil much of anything.
No.
You won't be immediately clued into Anya's relationship with her schoolfellows, but I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory as well.
It's a kid at school.
It's very clearly laid out.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing as well is that the story's so removed that, as you said, it's not going to spoil anything, but it gives you a full, like, a quick understanding. Also, something, did you see the dubs or the subs?
Dub.
Sub.
All right. How was the sub?
It was good.
I didn't know it was going to be dub.
Neither did we. So ours was dubbed, and it was really well done. Like, Anya's voice was perfect. Yeah. Lloyd's voice was perfect. Yours voice was amazing. Bond's voice was amazing. Best doggo.
Yeah, that's basically how
voice
it
actor.
sounded in Japanese as well.
Yeah.
I just love it how we're just getting animes where you get these like high-end voice actors doing like muffled sounds or boof for an entire anime now.
Well, didn't they do that with
Amazing.
like Brad Pitt? They got him to play like a pickle or something in like some really obscure film.
Well, like Alan Tudyk does the chicken in
Yeah.
Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does stuff like that all the time, though. That's just,
but the
that's
thing
his
is,
gag.
he's such a world famous, and he's done like all these courses, and he's so well educated, and he was the chicken in Moana.
I want that guy to have a larger career. Did you see Knight's Tale?
Yes,
Love that movie.
that was a great
It was
movie.
amazing.
It makes sense that you'd enjoy that movie.
Hell yeah. Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And Vision as Chaucer.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got real into the sort of like backstory of this recently, didn't you? Yeah.
I've been tracking down an old, very expensive book.
Classic.
But yeah, that's its own podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, Spike's Family Code White, something to note. It is rated PG, runs for an hour 50. It does have swearing in the dub.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
They said the S word on several occasions, and there were also. I thought you might agree with me on this, Tifa. I felt it was a bit more violent in the introduction. At the start,
introduction.
Yes, I do think. Well, a little bit. Yes, I also think that I really liked that they had more violence and more action scenes because that is what this show is kind of missing at the moment. Is you don't really get to see as much of your doing that kind of stuff, and I think we got to see a little bit more of that. But yeah, the violence was a bit more
Yeah. No.
evident.
I feel like.
And the blood.
Yeah. Because before this, it was sort of like, oh, I wonder if it ever came to the boiling point where Yor and Lloyd had to fight each other, who would win. But this movie very quickly put a shutdown to that. We know who would win. Yeah, by a long shot.
yeah.
That's just Yor every time she has a bit of wine, though.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
true.
that too. Like
That was a good scene.
that.
Oh, and yeah, the Ferris wheel.
How many mulled wines are you gonna have? Glug glug glug.
Yeah.
But like that storyline of her thinking Lloyd's cheating on her and like her misconstruing everything, like, oh, we're going on a trip. Is this a work trip? Is this him cheating on me?
It's like you're going with him.
That was
Yes,
great.
her co-workers, because Yor is very kind of sheltered in her like social understanding of things. Her co-workers tell her 3 signs to look out for to let you know that your man is cheating on you. And every woman that notices them has divorced their husband.
And of course, Anya's panicking because she read Yor's mind and going, no, don't divorce him.
Yeah, because she remembered her friend Becky talking about divorce as like bloodshed. And she's
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, Becky's messed up, hey? Like,
She watches a lot of reality TV.
yeah. A lot's probably a lot of an understatement.
Yeah.
I don't want to know Becky's backstory.
Well, look, Becky's family's kind of,
Tapped.
yeah.
Becky X family, let's go.
I mean, look.
You do learn a fair bit about her through the manga as well, so I'm sure later on we get to learn a bit more, but you get to, because it's in the first season as well, where you get to go to her house and you learn more about her, and as the show goes on, you kind of figure out what kind of person she is, what her family is like, what she does in her spare time as well, and what her interests are. And you're like, okay, child.
Yes, you are definitely like 6 years old, like for sure. Yeah. Like,
What if that's her whole thing? What if she's like a genetically engineered super spy that's made to seem tiny?
I don't like that. I hate you for putting that in my mind.
And it will stay there forever.
Ugh.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
Oh God, that's
Imagine-
a memory.
Imagine if they did that as like an OVA, like a 3-episode little story of like the kids at the school all working together on like some investigation, and it was like it'll be
really
for
cute.
something really daft, like, you know, what's actually in the meatloaf or something like that.
Oh, I thought we were talking about a crossover, and I was like, man, that'd be cool.
Spy Kids
not
anime.
with that
That'd be
CG.
insane.
Oof.
Spy Kids, Spy Family crossover. We can call it Spy Spy.
Spy X Spy. I think they already have that.
Oh.
Kids, family, spy versus spy. Yes, I'm okay with this.
We've got Spy vs. Spy. That's also an anime.
Yes. What?
I wouldn't call it an anime.
Yeah, no. Maybe I'm not thinking of the same thing.
I was thinking of the Mad magazine.
Yeah, same.
Actually,
the
that's
white and black.
white and black one. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember when it was. Oh wow, that's a little old.
It's extremely old.
It was a video game in 2005 for it.
Yep.
So,
Oh, really?
Yep. I'm pretty
This-
sure it was on the Wii.
Wow.
I think I had it.
1961 Spy vs. Spy started.
Consider the Wii is now a retro console.
The Wii's old enough to drink now.
We're old men.
Wow, I feel old.
Yeah.
The Wii is old enough to drink. As in 18 or 21?
18.
18.
What were we talking about again?
Spy Family.
All right, yes. Sorry, as old people go on tangents like this.
Oh, jeez.
What's your favorite color? Mine's peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that was a
Okay, Anya.
like offhanded side story as well. They did promotional coffee for this movie
Yes,
as well.
they did.
Yeah,
Peanut
you tried
flavoured
some, didn't
Boss
you?
Coffee.
So
Yeah, it was so
So
good.
did Kenny.
I love it.
I did not.
I really love. Oh,
I did
really? I loved
not.
it so much. It was like my favorite Boss coffee that I've tried.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
adore it.
Like maybe it might have just been the one that I got, but I found the flavor quite chalky.
Oh,
Yeah. So that
Maybe you did just get the wrong one.
Yeah. 'Cause,
yeah.
Yeah. It kind of like was like there was peanut powder in it, but it hadn't been properly mixed.
Oh.
You definitely got the wrong one.
Oh, that makes so much
Yeah.
sense. Curses.
Want me to get you
Are we going to
another
go back to me?
Can we? They've got Digimon Ocean Bomb.
Do they?
Yeah.
What the hell's a Digimon Ocean Bomb?
So
Well,
it's like a soft drink,
The
right?
drink.
Yeah.
But Agumon is banana flavor.
Whoa. Banana flavored
Banana
soft drink.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. They do the same with Pokemon as
Was
well.
Pikachu banana flavor?
Pikachu was like pear flavor,
Fizzy
but
banana.
they had some other ones.
Gardamon is pomegranate. Patamon is lemonade. And Gabumon is blueberry. And then they've also got a Mega Man X energy drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's a new store in Carousel called Snack X Desk.
Sorry, what?
No, I'm serious.
Snack X Desk.
Yep.
Is that related to Spy X Family at all?
Don't know, but it is amazing. I can highly. I think it's even cheaper than Miu.
Well, is that where we're heading straight after podcast?
Can be.
So, yeah.
A little drinky drink.
A little drink. Yeah.
I'm for it.
Okay. Well, yes. Anyway, Onion
Spy
Coffee.
Family.
Visuals are beautiful in it as
Yeah.
well. The location they go to
Yeah.
is not Switzerland.
No, it's not Switzerland at all.
It's Frigus.
Yes.
Yeah, which isn't Switzerland.
It's Iceland.
Well,
Wait,
then
what?
you get to Iceland on a train.
Kidding.
Yeah, it's like the location that they go to is like the location in Spy Family is made to be ambiguous. It's like places you've been to before in
It's
Europe.
definitely not Berlin with a T on the end of the name. Berlin.
Yeah, and it's definitely not before the wall came down with the East and West.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's definitely not harkening back to certain major historic events in our world. It is its own thing. It just looks extremely like Switzerland and Germany.
I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like a lot of these Japanese shows do take inspiration from real world events. Look at Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I remember the rumbling.
Hell, look at Godzilla.
I didn't mean it in that regard, but yeah.
Where were you when the rumbling hit?
Well, I mean, the rumbling could just be like used
My
as an
guts.
analogy for one of the great earthquakes in Japan, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
Just with giant people and a big old skeleton guy.
I mean, yeah. Look, it could have been used as an analogy for the last time Mount Fuji erupted. Like, you know, a couple of 100 years.
I remember when the skeleton man popped out of Mount Fuji.
God, come on!
Yeah, give me a skin.
You promised me flesh!
Well, that's why they've got the giant Buddha in Nara. They went, if you come down this side of the hill, we'll put skin on you. And
He
it was
climbs
metal.
into the Buddha and uses it as a mech.
Guys, I think we're going to have our new anime concept.
We've got you out of it, yes!
Mecha Buddha.
Mecha Buddha
Why
fights the
do-
skeleton.
Look, I feel like that could totally be a. That could totally, you know, Saint Young Men.
Yep.
Like,
yes.
It's like Jesus and Buddha like pilot a giant Buddha from Nara to fight like the devil.
Except the
If
devil's
you
the
haven't
skeleton
heard
man.
of Saint Young Men, we're not being sacrilegious. Japan already did it for us.
Yes,
Yeah.
Saint Young Men. I reckon we're going to have to do an episode on this.
Yes.
Saint Young Men is, it's Jesus Christ and the Buddha return to Earth as mortals to share a room and be students in Japan.
Yeah.
And this is just about them just sort of going around and trying onsens and going to Disney World and stuff like that. It's just like, it's so chill and dumb and probably sacrilegious, but cute.
Historians would say that they were roommates, and they'd be correct.
Oh my god, they,
They
were
were
roommates.
roommates.
Anyway, way off Spy X Family. So Spy X Family, as we said, does have those undertones of kind of like World War II era sort of Europe. It's probably the easiest way to put it, because it's kind of like, it feels a bit more modern than it is. If that makes... Well, it's more modern than it was in that era, but it's not...
Modern.
It's like
they're
70s,
not flipping out their
60s.
smartphones and stuff like that. They're using, your old school spy gear from the League of, what was it? Ungentlemanly Warfare?
Yeah, that book, yeah. It's good stuff.
But then they've also got like photo booths.
Well, photo booths were fairly commonplace.
Not color ones at that
colour.
time, no.
No, but, I mean, they weren't... We don't know for certain if it was a colour photo booth.
Yeah.
At least not the one in the film.
It's...
Like, they didn't actually take a photo.
They
It's a
play-
secret entrance.
They play
No.
fast and loose.
They do. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and if you go watch this with the kids, like make sure that
You have a beep button handy to censor it.
Yeah.
Just beep.
it's mostly the military folks who swear, so it's pretty easy to predict when it's coming. But it's good fun.
Good fun.
It's good fun. It's
It's really good to see in the cinema as well.
Oh,
like
yeah.
hearing everybody else laugh and gasp and everything. It was just
We had
great because
kids in
everyone's
our
so
one.
into it.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, really?
And one of the boys was just so excited at being in the cinema,
Oh.
and the dad just couldn't get him to calm down. The kid would not quiet down. He was running around.
Oh.
And then he ended up down, like in the final big fight scene, the dad was like, I've got to get him out of here because it's ridiculous. And the kid just bolts straight down the stairs and starts running backwards and forwards in front of the screen.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
And then
God.
another
It
girl
wasn't
came
totally-
down and started doing the same thing on the other side. Little girl, we're like, ah.
It
So
wasn't
how did you
totally
watch the final
Wow.
fight? I would have been watching that instead, waiting for them to just smack each other face first.
Yeah, it wasn't, as Kenny says, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, how dare you. It's like, it's a family movie. It kind of it's marketed as a family movie, despite those 3 swear words. But it's good fun.
I reckon that's educational for the
Yeah.
kids as well.
Oh, dude, the second they hit 13 and go to high school, they know what every swear is.
Yeah, this is true. They might know even earlier because internet.
Yeah.
The moment they can
Yeah.
use the internet, they probably know a bit too much.
You know what's sad, though? They haven't invented new ones yet.
I mean, yeah, we just kind of slam.
I want new swear words, damn it.
You'd be surprised.
Look, there are new kind of terminology based off existing ones or slammed together.
Yeah.
Or you could just start relying on all of the censored versions of swear words that they used in Farscape and in
Yeah.
Frel.
and Frel and
Battlestar
in
Galactica,
Galactica, and also
We're showing our
Firefly.
age here, people. We're showing.
Firefly. That's where I was going next. Yeah, so like that you have alternatives.
Dude, sci-fi is the best for picking up new swears.
Yeah,
And it's great for being online because automatic algorithm tracking doesn't notice when you use foreign words or swear words. So if you use the, the French or German or Spanish translation of certain swears, you won't get picked up for that. Fun fact, people, you should give that a try.
Thanks for the information,
Thanks
Kenny.
for that hot
very,
tip.
very educational.
Very educational.
So you want new swears, but you're going around learning different languages swears.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the same thing?
I'm a fan of variety. I'm a gourmand for the vulgar.
The curse words?
Yes, my favorite words are the vulgar ones.
How many grams of swear does that word have in it?
What?
You said you're a gourmet.
Oh, yes.
Gourmand.
Yeah, that's
Gourmand.
a scene in Spy Family.
My gourmand knows.
Yeah.
The,
So one of the villains is he likes his food. He likes his sweets.
He's a gourmand and he has
Same.
a perfect sense of taste and smell. And so he can determine exactly how many grams of sugar is in a particular dessert.
Yes.
Weirdly enough, this plays into the main plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a good nose on him. That's all I'm going to say. Also, Zeppelins.
Zeppelins!
Not the lead kind.
No, not well. I mean,
Goes down like a Led Zeppelin.
I've got to say as well, I don't actually know how this one works because if they were using hydrogen, or
Oh, yeah, it
helium
would
as
have
fuel,
gone
It
up.
would have gone up. So is it just like, I don't know, like What was in it? One of the noble gases, which is non-combustible.
Anime was in it.
It was being lifted off the ground through the power of God and anime.
Power of God and anime.
Goku was just underneath it, like, yeah, what's up, guys?
You call it the Goku engine.
The crossover exists. The expanded universe.
Yeah, he wasn't there for his own family. He was there for a spy family.
He's a terrible father.
Yeah. Feel for him.
I know. Dude made his choice.
Well, more I feel for the family.
Oh, yes.
I feel for Gohan. Feel for
He got a decent dad anyway.
And I just love how
Piccolo's best dad.
I love how they get onto the Zeppelin, like in the final, the final battle scene, going to confront the bad guys. They steal a museum piece. What the heck was that?
You wish you could do it.
Yes.
I love how there was just a convenient road that they could use to get there.
It was ready to just go.
Ready to go. Like that was a scene that should have been in like Lupin the Third. It's completely unhinged. And I'm here for it.
You'd pay for that crossover.
I would pay for that crossover. Spy X Family X Lupin, or versus Lupin actually, because they've done Detective Conan versus Lupin. So Lupin's stealing stuff, and Detective Conan is trying to capture him. But I'd love to see Spy X Family.
Lloyd and Lupin both competing for the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yor versus Fujiko.
Oh. Yeah.
Kyle's having a moment.
No, Yor would win.
Yor would win anything.
I love Fuji cakes, but no.
Okay, and
she's losing that one.
And Jigen chasing Anya around. How is she predicting where I'm gonna shoot?
Anya's riding Bond while he's driving the car.
Well, I was going to say, Bond, she's riding on the back of Bond and reading Bond's mind for where the bullets are going to go, dodging.
Oh no, Bond's doing it on his own.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. And then
Can we get this movie?
Yeah, I want this movie. Hey, make it happen.
Hey,
Spy Family
where are
Code
we
Black?
setting it? Because they've just done Switzerland, London,
Sweden.
Well, they could do it in Italy or France.
Italy would do.
I suppose, because that's really where Lupin's set, isn't it?
Italy originally, France, then Italy, and then London was the most recent series. So maybe they could do it in Germany.
Oh, where's the place with the big car race? Meccano?
Oh,
Monaco.
Mm-hmm. I think
Meccano, isn't that like a
metal toy Lego thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a Meccano Star Trek Enterprise when I was a kid. That I wanted Lego,
Lucky.
and I got a Meccano Star Trek Enterprise. Don't get me wrong, I was ecstatic. I used that kit to make some of the dumbest looking starships you've ever seen, like a fish.
See, that's what's complete tangent. That's what's great about Kingdom Hearts. You can make crazy ships.
Oh.
I made the
I
ship
thought you were going
from.
to say something else.
I made the ship from Ninja Sex Party 6969 in there.
Well, then he went there anyway. Fair enough.
NSP is a great band.
Oh, best band.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, Spy X Family, it's in cinemas for probably 2
Starlight
weeks
Brigade
by the
thing?
sounds of it.
Love that one.
Starlight Brigade's good too.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the songs me and Emma first listened to together when we got together.
So good.
Go watch it. In cinemas at the moment. Will definitely end up on Crunchyroll as well. Dub is actually really good. Can't complain at all. It's not, very... What do you call it? You know how a lot of
jarring?
A lot of the older dubs where they felt like they weren't connecting to the other voice actors. This is really well dubbed.
Oh, yeah.
So it feels like the voice actors are the correct actors for it. They're not kind of
Just thrown in.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just talking in a booth going, say this line. I said the line. Awesome. Next line. I said the line. Next line.
Yay,
Okay.
one take.
One take, done. Yeah, woo. No. It's like they've done a group read beforehand, or at least, everyone has got a feeling of the emotion around
I like
the
to think
characters.
that dubbing is getting better all around.
It is.
Yeah.
There's some interesting dubbers out there. One of the guys from Smosh is a voice actor. And he's been
really?
doing it for 13 years, apparently.
Well, we didn't even know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What's a Smosh?
Is Smosh still going?
Smosh is still going.
Yeah.
It's a YouTube channel.
okay.
They first hit popularity by lip syncing the Pokemon theme song. Do you remember that video?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Back in the old age of the internet.
Oh, dude, it was so pixelated and crunchy.
Oh, it was like 240p.
Yeah. And like we were all like, so excited watching it.
Some of our younger listeners will never know the trials of ancient YouTube, but also some of the great joys. So much anime just on YouTube.
I miss Vines.
In like, yeah, you could watch anime, but it was like 50 pieces. Like you'd have
You'll never know the true
Yeah,
joy.
that's what TikTok is
Yeah.
now. People just upload episodes onto TikTok and it's like in pieces and you're watching I don't know why you're watching it, but you're watching the clips and everything's out of order and you just keep scrolling until the next one comes up and then there's like 100 clips for one episode. It is ridiculous and people watch things that way.
TikTok is like horrible.
Well, the other thing
Like,
is they get random clips removed as well. So you'll be searching for the next part and you will never find it.
But
I
think they
disagree.
upload
I
them
will
out
not
of-
be searching for the next part. I don't use TikTok.
Look, TikTok was great as a concept, but the issue is it's become full of so much junk and copyright infringement.
The issue is America.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the issue with the world.
Yeah.
No, but yes, but no.
But yes.
Little bit.
Look, I mean, we've got some serious idiots here as well.
Yeah, mostly because of the stuff they learned from America.
No, unfortunately not.
I think that's
Like
just everywhere. Every village has its idiot, and as population grows, my God, there's a lot of idiots.
And the idiots tend to speak the loudest.
I mean, it is what it is. We support people having fun and loving their life for,
You're allowed your own opinions, but please don't harm others with them.
that's our standpoint on pretty much everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Where the hell were we?
jumping down off that ledge. Spice Family, go watch it in cinemas. It is great fun. Don't try to invade any countries while you're doing so.
Kawaii-Fi Radio.
Tonight on Anime Communique.
Great story, compelling and rich.
Nothing brings ratings up like a little controversy.
No country invading. Take away all my fun.
Look, you can get your hit of that by playing Civilization 6.
You mean like that first guy who got a Neuralink?
What?
Yeah. So,
Tell
in
me later.
controversial news, Yuri on Ice its film has been cancelled. Yeah. Tifa, you brought this one to our attention. It's
Did they say something on Twitter or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they made a post about it just saying that they're no longer going to be creating it. It's just not going to happen. It's been in development for 8 years, so since the end of the season, the only season that came out, they were like, yeah, we're going to do a movie. It's going to be about Victor when he was an actual ice skater, not a coach, but like his time on the ice. And everyone was super excited for it even now. And then I think 6 days before this announcement, the lead production person moved studios and everyone was like, what does this mean? What is happening? And then Mappa released a statement saying they're no longer doing this film, which is really weird because 8 years of
Production.
development and they haven't said anything. They were just like, yeah, it's still in development.
That happens.
Just every couple of years.
That
But
happens a lot. It's called production hell, where
Yeah.
something just gets
yeah,
locked down.
that's what I was saying before.
It was just one guy in his basement doing all the animation cells one by one.
Yeah.
I think they just thought that other things because it's Mappa, they have so many other things that they are already doing. They just put it on the back burner and then we're like, do people still care about this?
Yes.
But considering the uproar on internet by both Japanese and English audiences, I think people still care.
Yes, people really love the gay ice skating anime.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
The thing is this film was announced in April 2017. That's 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. The original anime was 2016. Mappa, you've took too long. And I think that's probably part of why the staff member left. They were just like, well, this is never going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a bloody shame, isn't it?
you'd think at this point, if they had part of it animated or ready to go, that they could put it out as OVA parts or something. But the fact that there's no plans for anything like that suggests it didn't even have animation started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not ideal in any sense of the word. So I don't know what happened over there, but clearly there's internal politics or who knows? Maybe.
Hopefully, maybe someone else will pick it up at some point. I don't know.
I doubt it. I mean, they just kept saying that it was delayed for years, basically. And then COVID happened and everyone thought, oh, I think that might be like the end of it. But they were like, no, we're still going to do it.
It was meant to air in 2019
everyone was like, oh.
was the original announcement date.
Yeah.
Then it got delayed.
Yeah.
Then COVID happened and then something else happened. And then, the official Twitter account for the film posted an English statement on the progress in 2020, which stated the film production was still ongoing with the aim of further enriching the film, but the staff stated they had not yet reached the stage where they could announce the release date. And then it's just sat there for 4 years. So...
Just sounds like lies. It sounds like they just didn't start it.
Yeah.
Or like they started writing it, but they didn't start animating it. But,
or maybe they just couldn't find a way to tie the story up that they were happy with. And, the original creator probably had some issues with it as well. So, all these things can play into it to prevent it.
Hard to know what's going on without all the facts.
Exactly. So, unfortunately, that does mean it is done. For now, they have no additional plans to provide anything, but the cancellation was after internal discussion due to various circumstances, which, is as vague as you can get. Very, very anime studio to do so. Sad, but,
You'll always have season 1.
Yes, exactly. Let's move on to some more positive news. So, Studio Ghibli has earned itself a honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes International Film Festival.
Woohoo!
That is basically the prize to honour those who have achieved notable work but have never received a competitive Palme d'Or, which is the festival's highest award. And I think, the studio does deserve it. Let's be honest. They're massive. They're, you say Studio Ghibli, 9 times out of 10 people know what you're talking about.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
they are massively influential. Even across genre strata, people will reference Studio Ghibli as enormously influential in their work. Because it's such a fixture of anime.
Also, this is apparently the first time the festival has given the honor to a group, as in a studio, as opposed to a single person.
Wow.
Because they realize that Hayao Miyazaki is not the only person that makes those films, and not only that, holy cow, the music. You've got some incredible composers on staff to begin with, but wow. You can't just go, just this guy. Just that guy.
And frankly, I can respect awards given by the Cannes Festival. That's, actual artists and filmmakers and stuff like that, rather than the Oscars, which is just a cult. This
Getting with all the hot takes today.
This is an award which actually is meaningful. As opposed to other ones.
Well, in related news, Time magazine has revealed its list of world's most influential people of 2024. I mean, we're only 4 months in, but sure. And it's named Hayao Miyazaki as one of the top 100. He is in the icons category. I don't think they actually number them, which is probably a good thing.
No, I don't think so either.
If he's in the icons category, do you reckon that means Clive can transform into him?
Oh, Final Fantasy.
I just love that.
He doesn't need to. It's
I
fine.
want to see that fight.
I love the idea of the grizzled warrior.
But Dev Patel is also in that category, so maybe he can turn into Dev Patel.
I mean, Dev Patel would be good. Yeah.
I just love the idea of the grizzled warrior Clive just transforming into Hayao Miyazaki to just shame and shun a person.
I mean, look, in fairness, Boy and the Heron did win Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, which is,
Yes.
Look, I'd be surprised if it didn't. But then
Okay,
again,
what was it up against?
they also had Suzume.
Okay,
Yes. They had the Spider-Verse, the second Spider-Verse film. They also had a French animated film. I don't know if it was French. It was an international animated film as well. So they had a second one in there. And they had Nimona.
Yeah. Is that the Disney one, yeah?
The one that Disney was
With the
like,
chicken?
nah, we're not going to release this. And then Netflix picked it up and then it got nominated for all the awards.
Yeah, that one was good. I enjoyed that one.
It was very non-Disney because,
That was the one
Disney
with
weren't
Maui.
invested in it.
Huh?
That was the one with Maui as the Rock.
Yes. With Maui as the Rock.
As in like a rock?
No, I'm joking. I'm saying Moana.
Oh.
Yes, Kyle, you need more coffee.
No, I'm cringing.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, fun fact: at the same Palme d'Or festival, George Lucas received an honorary Palme d'Or. So there you go. And that was for obviously Star Wars and his other work. In sort of more random news, Comedy Central has announced that it has ordered a 10-episode animated series based on Sega's Golden Axe video game series.
Okay.
I don't know why they think this is going to be funny, but
No. Oh, wait. Comedy Channel or
Comedy
Central.
Comedy Central.
Central.
Same sort of thing.
Do they still do Adult Swim, or was that Cartoon Network?
That was Cartoon Network.
Oh.
Yeah. So, CBS Studios with Sony Pictures and Original Film will handle the series, which they've described of a hilarious and loving homage to the 1989 video game series Golden Axe from executive producers Mike Mahan and Joe Chandler, following the veteran warriors Axe Battler, Tyrus Flare, and Gilius Thunderhead as they once again battle to save Uria against the evil giant Death Adder, who just won't seem to stay dead.
Oh no, I know what this series is going to be already, and I hate it.
Oh no.
Fortunately, this time they have the inexperienced and underprepared Hampton Squid on their side.
Oh. Oh no.
This sounds terrible.
This sounds awful.
I had hope, and now I do not.
Like they re-released Contra recently, and that was good.
Is there any sign of Seth Rogen in this?
Not that I can see.
Oh.
Sega's staff are serving as executive producers along with the original film? Neil H. Moritz, Pavel Shetty, and Toby Asher. So I think... original film is in the actual... There's a company called Original Film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Weird. This does tie into the fact that there is going to be a new Golden Axe video game series that Sega have announced. That was announced on December
with
at
Henry
the Game
Squid.
Awards. I don't know, but unfortunately that announcement meant that Sega then went and did a whole load of DMCAing of fan games because they hadn't released anything of this for like 20 years, and then seeing that people were interested in it, they're like, no, we're going to take that. It's very Sega. Like,
That's...
Yeah.
Not as bad as Nintendo.
Not as bad as Nintendo, but yeah.
Just as
in an odd
corporate
side
and
note,
bad,
the game series inspired a stage play in Japan in 2018. So I
Have
guess
they DMCA'd that too?
No, because Sega were involved in that for some reason. Yeah, adaptation of side-scrolling fantasy arcade game. It's like,
Look,
I hope the screen moved, like as they were walking along. Like,
oh no, they just got like one of those parallax background things where they wind the crank.
Yeah,
I love those.
it'd be great.
Look, I thought if Sega was going to release anything, it'd be Yakuza,
Yeah.
because that is like stupidly popular.
I mean, this is the age of
would
video
make-
game movies and series, so give them a minute,
Yeah.
they'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that there isn't a like live action or something in development for that.
It just needs one clip from the game, and everything else could be unique, and that's Kazuma Kiryu doing karaoke, Dame Dame.
The Yakuza series.
Yeah.
I'd watch the heck out of that.
Oh, dude, I found it on My last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, oh, Dame Dame.
Now, this is probably going to have some people going, ooh, yay, and other people, like most of us, going, oh, no.
Yeah.
So, live-action One Punch Man film. To begin with, they've lost their main writers, and now they have Rick and Morty's co-creator and community creator, Dan Harmon, along with screenwriter Heather Ann Campbell, who also wrote Rick and Morty. So... This is probably going to be awful.
Well, like,
Kenny, please.
you remember when the Justice League came out, right?
The film?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they got Henry Cavill's mustache CG'd out.
Yeah.
So I've got news for you guys. I'm in the One Punch Man live action. They're CGing out my mustache.
They're keeping the beard. Though.
They're keeping the beard, just the mustache is going.
Are you Saitama's stuntman?
Wild.
Yeah. I got the body to take a few blows.
Okay, look, if it was you, I'd watch that. I'd be excited.
Because you could guarantee it'd be funny.
Yeah. So the unfortunately, what happened was, so here's some backstory. Entertainment News Variety reported in April 2020 that Sony Pictures had acquired the rights for the acquisition for the film from Shueisha and had Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pinkner, who did Venom, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle films, were to write the script. Arad Productions' Avi Arad and Ari Arad, who did Spider-Man and X-Men franchise films, were producing the film. However, then they had the Fast and the Furious director, Justin Lin, as the director. That's obviously changed.
Swear to gods, if The Rock is in this.
Hey, Kenny, how do you feel about getting up and going to get a glass of water?
Real good right now.
He needs a tall glass of water. Be refreshing and cooling. So look, I mean, no offense to those who do enjoy Rick and Morty. It ain't my cup of anything.
all offense to them.
But
this
it's
One
not
Punch
my cup
Man.
of mean. It's not my cup of tea, and I don't think this is the right fit for it. This just sounds like it's going to be a mess. It might not even get off the ground. Considering that this has been going on for like 4 years now, it's clearly in production hell. And
The Rock turns into a pickle. Funniest thing I ever seen.
So look, hopefully this won't see the light of day, and it'll be kind of a bit like what we've seen with some of the other live action adaptations, which like this, it doesn't need a live action adaptation. It doesn't need it.
Much of this stuff doesn't. It's repeating stuff in live action is just so utterly pointless.
Well, it's because Western Hollywood has got nothing original left to do. So
Yeah, it's just,
You know who I'd love cast as Saitama? From the live action One Piece, the Zorro guy, the...
Macanue.
Yeah, yeah.
McKenny. Yeah.
Come on.
yeah.
No,
He does a lot of live action adaptations, so it's not in the it's in the realm of possibility
No,
that
I
he would
don't
audition
think he
for
was
this, but he would be Genos.
Oh,
He
okay.
would that would be
100%
the
You say that,
thing that
Tifa.
he would
I was
go for.
picturing the kid who did Monkey D. Luffy as Genos in my head when you I mean, that's weird, but...
Yes.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Or would he be
Inaki?
Saitama? No.
No.
Nah.
That's a bad mental image.
Oh,
Wow.
what if we're going to have The Rock in it, or Vin
No.
Diesel, Rock or Vin Diesel in it, they have to be Fang. White Fang.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Kung Fu. Break the Kenny.
No, that'd be Nick Cage.
Oh my god.
I thought it'd be Jackie Chan.
Ooh.
Jackie Chan and Nicolas Cage in a movie together, yes please.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Oh, have Nicolas Cage as his weird brother.
Okay, Moomin Rider, Jack Black.
Interesting.
Yes. Because Moomin Rider is literally unlicensed man. That's what his name translates to. He hasn't got a driver's license. That's why he's on his bike everywhere.
I hate it. But I would watch this. I would hate watch this.
It'd have to be like pure comedy. Like there can't be anything serious in it.
I mean, it's One Punch Man.
Yeah, I know. One Punch Man has a serious underlying story while everything Saitama's on is comedy.
If they're going to desecrate some decent anime and make this like Hollywood laden actor fest, then at least go all the way with it and just throw everyone at it. Make Jack play all of the people.
Okay, but you do realize that means we have to slot Chris Pratt in somewhere.
He'll voice act a small animal.
No, even better. He can voice act like the crab guy with the hands in the flashback.
What do you mean voice act? They'll put him in a crab suit.
That's true. But I don't know if he'll do it. Depends how much money.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you slap money on it. I'll be there. I'll be the crab man.
I'll be the crab man. All right.
Danny DeVito.
I'm the crab man.
Yes.
I come out onto the stage and I throw crabs at people.
10 out of 10 would watch.
We've turned this from a nah, forget about it to a hey.
Maybe.
Look, you might be Rick and Morty people, but I think we can all agree Danny DeVito Crabman is probably the best thing for this film. Make it happen, Hollywood. Anyway, let's move on to something.
We're gonna have to fight the Crabman, Morty.
No. Okay, G-Kids have acquired the North American theatrical rights to Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence film. This is a weird film.
That's of all the things you could possibly acquire the rights to, why? It wasn't like it was interesting. It was a nice little philosophical stroll through what the hell, but
it is because there is a new 4K restoration of the film being released. So they did a 4K release of the original, and this is our new 4K release, which I presume means it's going to Blu-ray at some point.
Oh, okay, but still, at the same time, of all the things that you could 4K re-release, that's really.
I mean, look, it's iconic.
Standalone Complex was way better.
I know, but we've seen what they've done with Standalone Complex for the new version, and it's not particularly in line with the original
the
franchise.
back flipping naked man. That was.
Wasn't that Aeon Flux?
No, that was recent Ghost in the Shell.
Oh.
They would use it as a comparison and say that Aeon Flux was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was not.
So that tells you how kind of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is it? Ghost in the Shell 2067 or something, whatever the new version is. It's
I
a
don't
CG
care.
fest on Netflix. It's
It kills my entire interest in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Killed it dead.
Anyway, this will be to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the film. So kind of ties in with the original release of number 2. And it's going to be released with English subtitles under Go Fish Pictures.
Go Fish Pictures.
Oh, sorry, no. This is when it was originally released in 2004. So it is an adaptation of the manga, and it had the same people doing the screenplay and adapting it. So the manga just kind of went a little bit.
If you must.
Yeah. Well, no, it just kind of went a bit weird. Go Fish Pictures did the original home media release on DVD. Yeah. Anyway, that's coming to cinemas in the US shortly. We don't know about international release at this point, but if G-Kids have got the North American theatrical rights, you can be sure that's getting an international run.
Wicked.
And that's kind of it as far as news goes. There is something we're kind of not sure on, so I'm going to mention it, and you can let us know in the comments if this is something that you've actually watched. So there is a 3-part anime anthology series titled Enter the Garden, which is going to launch on April 30th. The first part is called The Waiting Man. This is going to stream on YouTube and Azuki. I don't know who Azuki is on their website. It's going to stream in Japanese with English subtitles. The next 2 installments will premiere in the coming months. Goro Taniguchi, who did Code Geass and One Piece film Red, is the creative producer. They unveiled the trailer and visuals. It looks beautiful.
I mean, One Piece Red was divisive, to say the least. So what part is he playing in this?
He's the creative director.
Oh, so visuals.
Mainly
So
visuals.
not the writing.
I mean, look...
There's a screenplay writer.
Yeah.
But he's
So
not the writer.
Kaku Kishimoto from 2019's Fruits Basket is doing the script.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Kinu Nishimura,
okay.
who's Sirius the Jaeger, is doing character design. And
these are some big names, and this is just some internet production.
Junichi Yamamoto, who did Why Relene Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion, is directing the anime. So it looks beautiful. The story for The Waiting Man is focused on Haru, who's a free-spirited skater who has always felt like a misfit in a world where she's constantly told how to behave. One day, Haru meets TK, a mysterious man sitting next to a vending machine waiting for someone to appear. It kind of looks like a little bit of a cyberpunk-type future sort of thing, just based on the art, but I don't know how that's going to play into it. Character design's beautiful, very colourful. This might be like one of those little mini-series that we end up going, yeah, this has to go on the must-watch list sort of thing. Just from what we've seen so far.
There's a lot of those floating around these days.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of artists get together and make something interesting.
Yeah, I'm planning to get the. I know I've been saying this for like 2 years, but I am planning to get the Kawaii-Fi website up this year. Hopefully in the next few months, because I've got more flexibility with work now. So hopefully we'll be able to start constructing a list with links to my anime list, so you can find some of the shows we're talking about, things that we recommend from previous years, things that have gone into our anime awards Hall of Fame list, and the ones that we've selected from each year. So there's a lot of good shows out there, and it can be difficult to track them down, so hopefully we can help.
Use the list to find our least rated anime and the ones that we hate the most, and only watch those.
Yes, torment yourself with terrible animes.
No.
We're going to need to do that for an episode at one point.
It's
we
like,
do enforced viewing.
We need to watch the worst.
No, yeah, like imagine doing Shangri-La Frontier but with anime.
Sorry.
Oh, like experiencing the worst anime so that you...
Can enjoy a good anime.
I mean,
I
already
kind of do that
that.
already. I've watched Marvel films, and that makes me really appreciate anime so much.
Recent Marvel films, you mean?
Yeah, I pirated a couple, and man, pirating was a waste of money.
He had to pay for the internet to use.
Waste of time. Yeah, true.
Oh.
True.
It's like, you know, when something's free, but you still feel like you've been ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Enough incrimination. Let's
Okay.
wrap things up.
Kawaii-Fi Radio.
I actually got Kyle a good one at the cinema with that when we went to watch Spy Family White. A thing came up saying piracy is a crime. Do not videotape the screen. So I whipped out my phone and took a photo of it. I don't know why. It just felt natural.
Oh, Kenny.
But it's like, I love because the things on the screen is like, you still wouldn't steal a handbag. It's like, are you challenging me?
What do you mean still wouldn't? Are you calling me a coward?
You wouldn't download a handbag.
You don't know what I have done in
did.
the past.
I would, I did, and I 3D printed it.
Scanned it,
Tifa's like,
printed
can I
it.
have it? All right, so that is where we're going to leave this episode. Thanks so much for listening. Next time, Kill la Kill.
Can we do it in
Yes.
costume?
Oh my god, yes.
Oh no.
I want to see Aaron in cosplay for this, please.
Yeah.
Okay, but I kind of want to do Gamaguri's suit. You know, the big...
Gamakura.
Yeah, do it.
I'm afraid.
I can get behind this. Though, as I also have to say, like, I'm glad you said that, and you weren't going to come dressed up
As Ryoko or Satsuki. See,
I was like, we're going to have to put like
be
tape
so
over
great.
it.
yeah, but I feel like that'd get more views than Gamaguri would.
I'd agree.
Emma, can we make it?
Okay,
No,
so
no, no,
so
no,
which
no,
one
no.
are you cosplaying?
No.
No, we can. Kenny can be the band girl.
Do.
Yeah,
Why does everyone keep trying to dress me up as a girl? Jesus.
and then you can be Satsuki. I'll be Ryoko.
Tifa can be Gamakuri.
Yeah,
Wow,
she's
your
got
hair's
the
crazy
right height
enough
for it.
Oh, cruel. Okay, but if you have enjoyed what you've heard, sorry. We love you. Hit the subscribe button. Join us for future episodes. If you're on YouTube, like button. Yeah. We've got the video version. That's what we're doing right now. All of our, well, the plan is that all of our future videos are on video. So you can actually see what we look like, see the studio. You've got Tifa in a little window down the corner now, so that while she's joining us.
Have spirited disagreements with us in the comments section.
As always, a big thanks to our Patreon members. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to extra stuff on the show, such as the pre-show podcast. This week's one was a long one.
Yeah, and
It
I
was only
didn't get to
half an
say
hour.
anything.
Was it? Felt longer.
it was only half an hour.
Oh man. Well, half an hour pre-show, extra episode. Basically, it's us talking trash, planning the show. Kenny ranting about things.
Except no one could hear me because I was unplugged.
We threw out
That's
some
how
pretty
we
funny
like
jokes.
it.
I said something funny.
You said many things funny. You usually do.
Oh, okay,
Funny
cool.
man.
Tifa raged at us. I
Yeah.
mean, she didn't, but it'd be funny to see that. So look, if you want to watch, listen to that as well, there's outtakes, video extras. Membership start from $1 a month. Gets you access to a fair chunk of it anyway, and including the whole back catalogue of shows. So it's not one of those things where it's like you only get this month stuff. No, you get the whole thing. Come on, we're not stingy. $1 for like, I think it's like 70 episodes of pre-show now.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Diggity
we started
dang.
around episode 50 was when we started the Patreon, I think.
Oh,
So
I might have to get Patreon. Just re-listen to what the hells we've said.
I know,
Yeah, that's
right?
like several years ago, man.
Yeah. I feel old. We're in year 6 of Kawaii-Fi. So,
Yeah, Tifa's been with us for like, what, 2 years now?
yeah. And you've been with
Probably.
us for 3.
No, longer than that.
3, 4.
4?
Yeah.
4. I hear 4. Do I hear
So
5?
3.5?
It was when D stepped down.
It was COVID.
Just before COVID.
No, it was during. It
Oh.
was during. So that would have been 2020, so 4 years. We'd be coming up to 4 years. 4-year our anniversary.
Cute.
Very sweet. that's kind of it. Tifa, thank you so much for joining us remotely. We miss you so much, and we can't wait for you to come back. But
Enjoy your time over there.
I will.
And with that, you've been listening to Kawaii-Fi Radio. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time,
Watch some anime!
That was not in sync.
No, it probably wasn't.
It wasn't in sync, but it was Backstreet Boys.